This is another terror attack warning, but so guys, I think Laura Loomer is messing with us at this point. She left another cryptic message on her Twitter account a few days ago. I just so happened to find it by accident. And I look at this and I look at the date. I'm like, why is she leaving such cryptic messages? And this one went, if I'm not mistaken, received a phone call from who, I can't say who, but pretty much stay alert. And I'm like, well, why would you? Okay, fine. Let's just say this is real. Which, again, I think this is going to be a false flag. I think they're building a narrative for a certain group of people to start something so that when it does happen, they start blaming that group, Al-Qaeda, and telling us that they started this. You keep warning us, then the FBI should be on top of this, and every other agency should be on top of this, looking for the possible attack to pop off. But your stay alert, be ready, this is going to happen, leads me to believe that this is going to be a false flag. Or she's a chronic liar. Now, yes, I like to believe a lot of these people are chronic liars because it's been 20-something years since 9/11, and they state, a lot of people state, not just Laura Loomer, but a lot of people state, and even I sort of understand this and notice that the next attack is going to make 9/11 look like a walk in the park. Now, like I said before, it's irrelevant who did it or who's going to do it. We have to recover from it, and then we can start pointing fingers. Though, pointing fingers is not going to get us anywhere because look at 9/11. They pointed fingers at Saddam Hussein. First of all, it was Saddam Hussein. Then it was Beanie Head, right? It was that guy, Bin Laden, excuse me. And then it was like, okay, then that was over. They got what they wanted, and then the blame game stopped. Now, there is something that the United States want, and that's more control. They want more surveillance on American citizens. So something grand has to happen for that to happen. Now, regardless of what happens, we need to be ready to rock and roll because something is going to happen. It's going to be big, and it's going to be a lot of people, a lot of casualties, rather, a lot. And it could be the whole nationwide attack thing happening in multiple cities. It could be a communications attack with that combination of multiple attackers throughout the country in multiple cities. It could be any one of those things. We have to be ready to rock and roll as preppers. Normies, on the other hand, they're probably getting nervous and scared, and some of them are joining prepper groups as to what to do. Some of them are probably joining gun clubs to see how they can, fight back or at the very least protect themselves if they end up in a situation where this happens. Now, this statewide, nationwide attack in different cities is probably going to take places in places where firearms are not carried around, like New York being one of them, right? How many people actually walk around armed? Not many, other than police officers or off-duty police officers, correction officers, court officers that are on and off duty. They're going to carry. Some other agencies carry off duty because New York City, or rather New York State, passed a law allowing us to carry. But there are certain places we can't carry, whatever the hell that means. But this is the more likely place where you're going to attack, and you're going to meet way less resistance here than you will in some place in Texas or somewhere in Middle America where they're allowed to carry, right? And you can affect mass casualties here because there's no one to really protect you other than waiting for the cops or maybe the National Guards to respond, but that's about it. Now, again, back to Laura Loomer. There's a lot of nonsense going on with her and these cryptic messages, and people are starting to say, is she lying? Why isn't she notifying the FBI? Is there going to be a false flag? And if this false flag is going to happen and she knows about it, and whoever is giving a warning knows about this, well, why isn't the FBI getting ahead of this and stopping it? These are a lot of questions, guys, that are going to be asked, especially after the dust settles from that false flag. Then they're going to start looking at, well, if she was notifying us for months, why wasn't this stopped? And listen, the amount of things that have been stopped, we don't know about. Some of it we do. A lot of it we don't. So for something that happens like Israel's October 7th, very suspect, I will bet my bottom dollar they allow that to happen. Anything that happens now on American soil was allowed to happen. I'm gonna go that far to say this. because, again, all of the warnings, and a lot of people have in the past talked about the next attack is going to make 9/11 look like a walk in the park. You had, was it Bernard Kerik, who was the NYPD commissioner? He even stated that a Mumbai-style attack could happen here in the United States. Well, if we know all of this already, why aren't we stopping it? Anyway, just be careful. Just stay alert. If something does happen, whether it's a false flag or not, in that point in time, when you're reacting, just react to get yourself out of harm's way or to protect other people or help them out. After the dust settles, then we can address who was it and all this other bullshit. Though finger pointing is not going to matter because nothing's going to be done. Right? We could finger point all day. It seems like these people will get away with what they're going to get away with. This is why homesteading is looking so much better. Get away from the city, get away from the nonsense, stay in the woods, figure your own life out, make sure you have your own shit. That's what a lot of us want to do. I don't want to be a part of this bullshit anymore. I really don't. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.